Consumer Speak. At EY, we're helping business leaders focus in on two key questions. How is consumer behavior changing? And more importantly, what does it mean for my business? In our latest consumer index, we're seeing consumers moving on. They want to start making choices born from aspiration rather than necessity. And they want a return to normal life. But it will be a new version of normal. Many believe that all aspects of life have changed, some for the better, and expect at least some of those forced changes to stick. But although many are trying to find positives from the pandemic experience, such as hybrid working or more flexibility, for others, it has brought on an additional layer of stress that isn't going away. Today, I'm talking about this always-on emergency mindset with Mona Bitar, our UK&I consumer leader. Mona, welcome.
Hi, Kristina. Thank you very much for having me here.
How do you think, companies and our clients should take into consideration this more cautious, maybe consumer, a little anxious?
I think because the consumer is more discerning, and I think the pandemic accelerated a whole bunch of trends that were happening pre-pandemic. But I think what now happens is the need to understand the consumer better has never been more important. And the reality is you're going to have to use data and insights to your advantage as a business right now, to almost, going from insight to foresight. You almost want to understand what it is the consumer wants, how they want it. It's not just what to buy, it's how to buy, where to buy, and the experience that comes with it. And without the data and insight to do that, I think companies are going to find that really difficult. And we live in a world where there is so much data and there is so much insight. So as businesses, how can they tailor that and use that to better understand their consumer and deliver on the proposition? But coupled with that, and these things marry, is trust. Because as people give away more on data and insights, and you start to have the algorithms of personalization, the level of trust in a brand needs to be very high. And that's trust in a product, trust in the experience, trust in how you deal with me as a consumer. So I think businesses need to really think about effectively the end-to-end customer experience and the end-to-end product journey, if you like, melded together in a very personalized way.
Yep. I mean, what I'm hearing you say, it's almost a step beyond just placing the customer at the center. It's a step beyond customer centricity. It's around building trust with me, right? And trust in the brand and trust in the offer. And for that, I think, for some companies, it is going to be difficult to achieve. But I think now more than ever, business needs to show that they're there. They're there for their customers, and they're going to deliver on the promises made, and weaving, my ability to trust them through the entire process.
I'm very optimistic, Kristina, because I think many organizations in the sector have started to do that now. And I think, trust can build quickly. It can disappear quickly, but it can build very quickly. So I think companies are at a great point post the pandemic. If they utilize everything that they've got with them, I think it's a very exciting time to make this pivot, because I think we're going to get a much more thoughtful and discerning consumer, which in the end will mean we'll have more thoughtful products and services, which I think will only be a good thing.
I agree. I like ending on a point of positivity and optimism, Mona. So thank you for being here today. Great to talk to you. And if you'd like to find out more about the future consumer, talk to EY.